Yeah, 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 yeah. Give it up for yourselves, party people. That's right. That's right. Yo, you gotta work for that bag tonight. You gotta work for that bag. We're not just handing money out. Yeah. X fees, step fees, work forever be ill. 2018. All right, guys. Yo, right now we're gonna go into party mode a little bit. Y'all can groove and move and have some fun. The secret judges are gonna deliberate. We're gonna get our top 16 and announce them shortly. But in the meantime, in between time.
Danny, you mind if I put this like right here?
I said in the meantime, in between time. Yo, what about these guys in the Cyphers right now? Y'all know what it is. See, a lot of people don't know. 20 plus years, repping in New York City and Step These have been known. And throughout that whole time, we are friends in hip-hop, and voice, and house. We never left, we never changed, we always did the same. Through love and through hate, we still here. 2018, we'll forever be here. We do this every year, and never get filled with faith. We be good. We was our brother who was singing all the time in our heart. And instead of sitting around, moving around, we come to the side of the jet. We're not our brothers. This is video, people. Everyone
Heavy houses.
started, but I want to give these judges the courtesy and respect that they deserve. Yeah. You ready to go? All right, I'm gonna need you guys to open this area up. We're about to have the battles right in this area right here in front of the judges.
Can't hug nobody.
Yo, can I get someone from the Muse?
Sorry.
We need clean up on aisle 7. As I speak, but in the meantime, in between time.
I'm so sorry, Josh. Hold up.
Yeah, anybody got a shirt that was whack when you walked in and you want to use it for a good cause? If you have a really
top
whack
16's
shirt,
about to start.
you can use it right now. It's not doing you any good. Matter of fact, if you got a whack shirt, I got better shirts for you right here. So if you want to donate it to the cause, we good. Yo, let me get your attention real quick. Since my man's out there in the middle, I want to introduce you to the founder of Supreme Beings, the legendary mayor of New York City. It's official. I know we voted on governor on November 6th. Oh, he wants to be co-founder because he's politically correct. There's 7 co-founders. But I'm going to give him the title because he does what he does. Anyway, we're going to have our elections on November 6th, but we're going to crown him today, the mayor of New York City. Everybody make some noise for Bboy Jigs, NYC. Go ahead, he's going to shake hands and kiss babies, because that's what mayors do. That's right. Everybody make sure you shake your hand. Cast your vote for Jigs on November 6th, Tuesday. Yes. And I'm gonna jump a space over here. I'm gonna give it to the biggest bully that ever hit a Cypher in New York City. The man who made sure you knew you couldn't come out here and be whack and bite moves. Till this day, he will call you out on his vlog. He don't care who you are, where you from, how many Red Bull BC1s you've been to. If you biting, or Mauricio, you biting, and he's gonna let the world know. Everybody make some noise for Breaks Crew Zone 2 Sweets. Repping the LES, always. Yo, and I want to make a special announcement real quick before I introduce this next gentleman. If you guys paid attention to our flyer, we were excited and really looking forward to having someone from the tri-state who was very influential in the early 2000s, who unfortunately was locked up for 13 years. His name is Bboy V. Bboy V was recently released from being incarcerated, and he was really excited to get back into the b-boy scene and to continue contributing and pick up right where he left off as one of the leading founding members of Problem's crew. However, he ran into a little bit of problem with immigration because he was not a naturalized, or he didn't have his citizenship. And unfortunately, he's going through a battle with ICE to try to remain in this country. Unfortunately, it stinks when politics hits home, and I usually don't want to go too deep into that. All I'm going to say is we really miss you. V, shout out to you. Thank you for everything you've done for our community. No matter where you end up in this world, know that New York City is your home, and we love you. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce, representing Bboy V, from Problems Crew, we got Bboy Spy. Make some noise for Bboy Spy. Again, shout out to V. So there you have it. You have our judges. And if you paid attention, we got Supreme Beings, we got Problems Crew, and we got Breaks Crew. And throughout the early 2000s, those were 3 of the most influential crews in New York City. Along with my Step Fiends crew, I like to add myself in, our crew in there. And the point I'm trying to make is that in the early 2000s, these dudes didn't abandon the scene. They're still here, they're still active, and they're still contributing, as are many of the people who are out here today. Shout out to Paranoia, shout out to Lego, shout out to Concrete Monkey, shout out to every B-boy who came from the early 2000s who kept it going strong. Thank you very much. So, I want to get into this right now. Remember, we chose this based on your cipher. So, you didn't get to see all the other ciphers. So if you have judgment, withhold your judgment because you only know what your cipher was doing. Right now, I'd like to call number 15, Illusion of Exist, to the floor. You're going to be on the left of me. Number 2, Floor Militia, over here to the right of me.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yo, you know, if you know how to cipher, it works.
We made it.
I'm going to need everyone to back up behind the black line and make sure there's space for the competitors. Right now we need number 15, Illusion of Exist, over here. Right? Number 2, Floor Militia, over here.
Oh my god.
What's up, Matai? You was doing damage in the cipher? That's right, man. You hold it down. Go over there. Wait, is Illusion of Exist ready? Yes. They're not ready yet? Are you repping with Illusion of Exist? Cool. Here we go. Yes. All right. This is a top 16. We will be doing 1 round each, right? Yeah. I want to thank you. Thank you very much for cleaning the floor for us. We appreciate you. Community comes together. We all work together. 1 round each. We're going to count to 3. The judges will choose. Hey, yo, I'm going to need a crowd to make some noise right now. I got some giveaways. Whichever section's the loudest is getting some giveaways. That's right. We're going to hand them out. My man Ronnie's going to... Who's making noise? We got more noise on the right. Yo, middle, where you at? Yo, left, where you at? Make some noise, Ronnie. You got to get it out to them quick. That's right. Yeah. I love it at the concerts when people wear out for a t-shirt that they can buy. But instead they end up with a black eye fighting over the t-shirt. Yeah, you won a shirt. Somebody in South Carolina won $1.7 billion last week, but you got a shirt and we'll forever be here. You're the winner. Word up. Yo, I was like, yo, can I win 20,000? You can keep the rest. I'm good. That didn't work for me. Yo, we ready to go, judges? Crowd, you ready to go? Floor Militia, you ready? Illusion of Exist, you ready? J-Zar Remote, let's do this. That's right. We'll forever be known 2018. It don't matter who's first. go, let's go. That's right, it's time to go. Give it up for the young man. That's right, give it up for Illusion Exists, coming all the way out here from the far east. Somewhere close to Russia, the Ukraine, somewhere out there. They from far. They didn't take the L at all, or the J, or whatever you take to get here. I'm from Long Island, so I don't know the trains. Here we go, judges. 1, 2, 3. Illusion Exists. Make some noise, everybody. Yo, next up, I need 27 Obsession Crew, 35 Monster Energy.
Oh no, now you do.
That's 37 Obsessions Crew, 35 Monster Energy.
Oh my God.
Yo, if I call you first, you go on this side. If I call you second, you're on this side. Obsession.
I'm not expecting that. I'm so tired.
Monster Energy.
Oh my God.
Over here.
I was not expecting that.
Shout out to Monster Energy Crew, but I would also like to shout out.
Yo, Matai.
Red Bull for the support and the free drinks. If you guys are thirsty, there's no beef, you know. We can all get along. They're just energy drinks. They're not two different political ideologies. You can choose. We can all be friends. Chains are remote, let's go! Yo, Monster, back up behind the line, please. Warm session, back up behind the line. Bboy, say crew. Monster Energy. Straight out of the floor.
I'm so exhausted. Oh my God.
All right, let's go.
Run to the side.
Thank you, Yansen. You're all day on, you're litty litty. Alright, ready, here we go. Judges. 1, 2, 3. Monster Energy. Everybody make some noise for Four Sessions crew. New York City gritty, even though they're from Long Island. Yo, next up, I got number 20, Beetle and Wild.
Oh my God.
Number 3, Dynamic Rockers, number 1. Remember, Beetle and Wild, you over here.
We're tied. We're done.
Dynamic Rockers, number 1, you're over here. Yo, I need y'all, yo. Dynamic Rockers, number 1, back up your side a little bit. You just dynamic? Well, I mean, you listed as number 1, so. You thought more people were coming, but they didn't want to support our event because they're our mortal enemies. All right, good luck.
Oh, shoot.
Bro, listen, stop talking to me. You're not even allowed to be his friend anymore. No, man. You're in college, you're compatriots. That's it. You're not allowed to be friends. You're dynamic, he's extremes. Over.
I didn't know we had
Yo, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go! That's right! Russia! New York City! Don't sleep, my man George is from Ukraine! Let's go! There we go, there we go!
love, beat of love, beat of love.
Yo, let's go, crowd, where we at? Let's go! And a 2, and a 3. That's right, Wild and Beetle. All right, next up. I couldn't really read this one. Cole RL, number 41. You can correct me if you have to. You can be on this side, number 41. Then I need Universal Alchemy on this side. That's right.
Yeah.
We got Chris Brown.
Yeah.
And Jet Li's cousin. You guys are on this side. Universal alchemy.
Facts.
We got Daredevil, Stunt Double. I got nothing better than Chris Brown. I don't got anything. Drew Hill. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe Frank Ocean, maybe, all right. Yo, that Drew Hill was a killer right there. If you didn't catch that, you're too young. Oh, Jerry, let's go.
I don't
let's
know.
Go.